Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. And I do have a members-only channel with a lot of perks for members, including weekly live workshops with a different manifesting topic each week, weekly live group coaching, a lot of exclusive content, monthly challenges for a chance to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, and a lot more. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below. In the description box, click on them, and they're going to take you to my website or to the membership channel. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, we're going to talk about a very famous teaching by none other than Neville Goddard, and that is, feeling is the secret. This is a teaching that admittedly confuses a lot of people because people don't understand quite what Neville meant when he was talking about feeling. What is this feeling? What is this feeling that is the secret to me manifesting my desires? What do we mean by feeling and how do I get to that kind of feeling? So I'll be attempting to answer and clarify all of this today. So this is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So feeling is the secret, probably one of the most famous teachings of Neville Goddard. And for many people, it's equally as confusing because they don't understand necessarily what we mean by feeling is the secret. What feeling? Do I need to be feeling joy all the time? Do I need to feel happy all the time? Do I need to be in a high vibration all the time? Do I need to be feeling all these huge exalted emotions all the time? And what if I can't? Is my manifestation doomed? So by making this video, and I actually got the inspiration to make this video from a client session I had recently where we discussed that very topic because my client was very confused about that feeling is the secret quote. My goal is to clarify to you all and help you understand what this feeling is all about. And I want to reassure you that it's not about emotions. Now, let me say here that if you're feeling emotions as you're doing your inner practice, for example, if you're feeling a lot of joy, a lot of bliss, a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement, if you feel like you're being washed over with love, for example, if you have tears in your eyes, none of that is a bad thing. None of that is going to hurt your manifestation. If anything, those are very, very strong states to get into in the moment, and they can actually give you great momentum, and a lot of the times people experience great movement through strong feelings like that. However, and this is the good news, you don't need any of these feelings to manifest your desire. You don't need the elevated feelings. You don't need the exaggerated emotions. You don't need to be in a constant state of bliss and happiness and in a constant high vibration because what human can do that anyway? You don't need to be in those exalted states or anything like that because what Neville meant, and he himself clarified that, what he meant when he was talking about feeling was the feeling of knowing that your desire is yours. And that feeling, surprisingly perhaps, can manifest in ways that feel very, very neutral. It can feel like a quiet knowing, just deep down. It can feel like quiet confidence. Yes, I know this is going to happen. It can even feel like a fact. The same way that you would look at your car and say, yes, this is my car, that's a fact, but I don't necessarily feel any particular way about my car. Yes, this is where I live, but I don't feel any particular way about where I live. It's just, I know it for a fact that I live here. This is my name, this is my address, the sky is blue, the grass is green, and so on. All those factual statements, you know them as facts. However, you don't necessarily have any feeling associated with it. The only feeling you have associated with it is the feeling of knowing. Yes, I know the sky is blue. Yes, I know the grass is green. Yes, I know this is my name. Yes, I know this is where I live, and so on. So you can relax about needing to feel feelings and elevated emotions. Again, not that it is bad if you do feel those as you're doing your inner practice, but it's more the feeling of, I know that this is mine. It feels natural. That's what Neville meant when he used the word naturalness. The naturalness of the desire. I feel natural about having my desire. I feel it like a fact. I know it for a fact. Or I'm expecting it to become a fact. I have that positive anticipation that it's going to be a fact in my life. It's going to manifest. This is the feeling, and as you can realize, it can be something that is very, very neutral, but at the very least, not exaggerated and not elevated at all in terms of emotions. It's that quiet, confident knowing. It's that feeling deep down that, yes, it's happening. Yes, I know. Yes, it's mine. Yes, I'm not worried. This is the feeling, you guys, that is the secret, quote unquote, to manifesting any and all of your desires. Knowing your desire to be true, feeling it to be true, perceiving it to be true, even before you see it in the 3D. This is what Neville meant. This is what he was talking about when he said feeling is the secret. You might have heard me many times say, how do you feel about the situation? That's another way of saying, what do you know about the situation? How do you perceive the situation? And this is exactly what Neville himself meant with that teaching. So you don't have to worry about emotions. You don't have to worry about elevated, exaggerated feelings. You don't have to worry about attaining a certain high emotion every time you're doing your inner practice. It's okay to feel neutral. It's okay to feel natural. It's okay to feel a quiet knowing within yourself, nothing too exaggerated. It will still manifest. Because what manifests is what you know to be true. As Neville would put it, what you're accepting as true for yourself. So I hope this makes it clearer. I hope this makes it easier to understand. And I hope this removes some of the worry that some of you might have about not doing your inner practice correctly. If you cannot always get into an elevated feeling, what this feeling is, hopefully you can relax. And instead of looking for feelings and emotions, focus more on looking for that feeling of knowing. Yes, it's mine. Yes, I know it's coming. This is all you need to manifest your desires. And as a matter of fact, when you attain that feeling, when you are in that state, desires tend to manifest quite fast. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.